Well, today offered up some super September weather. I mean, you couldn't ask for nicer conditions. A clear, cool start to the day, and then open window weather throughout the day with temperatures warming into the upper 70s this afternoon. Clouds did bubble up in the afternoon heat, and this is basically a carbon copy of what we're going to find on Thursday. Right now, again, a very quiet weather pattern. We've got an upper level low that's currently parked to our east. It'll be a big weather player for the region, but currently we're on the very quiet, dry side of that circulation. It is expected, though, to drift off toward the southwest, not really impacting our weather in a big way on Thursday, but it will as we work through Friday and into this upcoming weekend. Temperatures tonight under starry skies will drop back into the 50s, about 53 for a morning low in Springfield, with highs tomorrow very similar to today, generally in the upper 70s, about 78 for a high in Springfield. Winds will pick up a little bit too out of the northeast at about 5 to 15 miles per hour. Now, I mentioned the one storm, but this is a two-storm combo that we're talking about as we work into this upcoming weekend. And the other storm is Hurricane Helene. Hurricane Helene is still organizing. We don't have a well-defined eye just yet, but as that eye wall becomes more intact, this storm will likely kind of have that finishing touch that will allow it to really take off in intensity. And we do expect this storm to rapidly intensify overnight tonight and into the day on Thursday as it tracks over the very warm waters of the eastern Gulf of Mexico. Right now, winds are at 85 miles per hour. Pressures continue to drop. Last check, they were in the upper 970s. Now the pressure has dropped to 974 millibars. So the pressure is lowering, and as the pressure goes down, the wind speeds go up. The intensity of the storm goes up. And we do expect this storm to rapidly intensify over the next 24 hours by early tomorrow afternoon, located west of Tampa as a Category 4 hurricane. And looking at the model guidance that really kind of focuses in on this storm, it looks like the storm could peak in intensity as maybe a storm with winds of 140 to 150 miles per hour. Now, as the storm makes landfall, it may be weakening just off that peak, but still, this storm is likely going to come ashore as a monster here south of Tallahassee in the Big Bend area of the Florida coastline. And the shape of that coastline is going to help to maximize the storm surge. In fact, it could be a historic storm surge, possibly approaching 20 feet for this area. Also, this is going to be a storm that may cross right over the top of Tallahassee. And if that is the case, Tallahassee could deal with winds in excess of 100 miles per hour. From there, that storm will pull inland into the southeast and then get drawn into the circulation of this cutoff upper level low, which is located in our area right now. So we're still expecting the remnants and the tropical moisture to get drawn west back into the Ozarks, but it looks like the rain forecast may not be quite as intense as it looked over the last couple of days. Still expecting, though, some heavier rain here in the southeast Missouri and northeast Arkansas. This is on Friday. It looks like as the upper level low starts to pull off to the east, rain chances decrease on Saturday, mainly focused in our eastern counties, and then by Sunday, most areas are dry. Also looking at a sunnier pattern by that point. Looking at our forecast again through the weekend, you can see after highs in the upper 70s, it's going to be a struggle on Friday to get to 70. In fact, areas where there's a steadier rain south of I-44 will likely stay in the 60s for highs. It'll be breezy on that day too, with wind gusts approaching 30 miles per hour. And then over the weekend, as again the storm pulls away, temperatures crank back up. In fact, it looks like low 80s on the last day of September before another fall front arrives early in the day on Tuesday.
Yeah, hard to believe we saw on your calendar there October arrives. We made it through September. It was a pretty nice one.
It really, I mean, it was certainly a very dry one. I was hoping we'd get a bit more rain out of the system later in the week, but hopefully some areas will get some beneficial rain.
Hoping so.
All right, Jamie, thank you. I'll still